All right, ladies and gentlemen of the States Nation, welcome back. And we're going to be heading into Game 2 shortly, but for a second, it's going to be myself, Colin Seymour Moore, and Daniel, the Saved One Man, and we're going to touch on Game 1. It was Cafe. St. Clair ended up going down 7-5, or 7-4, sorry.
Yeah.
And it looked a little bit iffy on some parts for the Saints, but it's kind of, Daniel, want to touch on some of that?
Yeah, so there was a lot of times where there was just little strats that Michigan was able to do that were just way better than St. Clair. And I think that was honestly the only thing that really kept Michigan on their toes, is that they just had different strats for a map that is just so linear. Sometimes you don't exactly expect that. So now we're going to be heading on to Clubhouse, where there's multiple strats. There's multiple angles that you can take. And we'll touch on that as we end up going. But first, we got to do these operator bands.
You know, we've casted Clubhouse a lot.
So
you know, you got to expect that Thatcher band to come out first, followed up with maybe a Maverick as the secondary. But Maverick's going to be first this time.
Yep.
And I definitely expect the Thatcher to be the second pick. Because if they don't pick Thatcher, what's the point of picking the Maverick out?
True.
St. Clair's turn to ban. They're going to have 2 in a row. And on defense, probably going to see a Valkyrie and Echo, I'd say.
I know a whole lot in the past. There was a lot of I was going to say that there's a lot of Capital bands, but Montaigne coming through. And I think that the main push there that Michigan State is, or St. Clair is the ones that are banning in the middle, that St. Clair is worried for is the garage push. Montaigne usually loves to push garage as well as dirt, and can really utilize both of those areas perfectly, honestly. Just having one member behind you is just so good. We've seen it so many times on St. Clair. Michigan as well as utilized that strat, but over on defense, we have Echo coming in first.
Echo, yokai drone, nobody wants it. Get it out of here. It can disrupt the diffusing. It can disrupt your vision, your hearing, and nobody likes it when that happens, so nobody wants to play it. You usually see Echo banned out quite a bit, so no surprise at all. But the second one, expect a Valkyrie, maybe a Mira. Legion. This team does not like me
today. Doesn't. No, they don't.
But Legion's going to be taken out as possibly a target ban for Michigan State.
Yeah, Legion was played in the last round, and I think it was just annoying more than anything.
Yeah.
Just sipping on a Legion mind. If you're pushing down dirt, or if you're pushing into garage, I know that I'm referencing these two sites a lot, but that's where you mainly utilize Legion as well as Montaigne. So if you try and push into these areas and you run into a Legion mine, you have to take that second in order to take it out of your leg. And sometimes that is when the enemy team will push you and get a pick onto you. But I was talking about the Capital going to be coming through. No 6 pick yet onto the Thatcher, but maybe they just don't want to run it here.
You know, I could see them not picking the Thatcher because of the Capital.
Yeah.
As we're heading to a CCTV room, cash room, usually you'll see the Capital and the Hibana work together to open up a little hole in the garage that the Capital can use his fire arrow to clear out any of the electrification on the barrier of the west side balcony. Or east side balcony, my bad. And so I expect St. Clair to use that duo to clear that, and I'm not too sure if Michigan State will be ready for that, as it hasn't happened in quite a while. But Michigan State, right off the bat, going to take out the Mira, as well as the Cade, who was banned out last game. So we're going to see some players who were banned out play this time.
I really do like the Mira pick coming through, especially on CCTV. There's so many angles that you can hold in particular. Of course, you have the garage if you want to do that. You've got construction if you want to do over there as well. But Mira hasn't placed down her just yet. Just as I say that, on Eastern Stairs, it's going to go through here into cash. But you have to watch out for the Eastern Stairs behind you. It leads into secret, it leads into garage as well. There's so many different angles that you can get approached from, and the Eastern Stairs are one that you definitely have to watch out for.
And there we go. We see Hibana using her X-Kairos to open up the garage for that Capital. You know, I've seen Agent Tour play the Capital on Coastline before. He goes absolute ham with this operator, so I expect him to have quite the match himself. Now, William going to be pinging this out, calling out that it's electrified. So Capital, Agent Tour, going to be setting up a little bit farther away, but just making sure he won't get picked off when peeking this. So he's going to drone it out, scope it out, make sure nobody's there to pick him off when he does so. And he's going to creep in closer. Impact working alongside Imagine already in stock room. Imagine going to be picking up Fry Queen, who's roaming around in the basement. So opening pick goes in favor of St. Clair. They're up 4-5 in player advantage. And here we go. Impact's going to be using the concussion grenades of the lifeline to clear out the soft breach so that Imagine can clear out any of the electrification. Exothermic charge will go down, open up the balcony, and there's a player in garage going to peek him. And there is a nice shot from William. Traded out with Impact. As Polybob finds a pick, and DC from Ella. So that's going to be one player out of the match. Hopefully Ella can get back in time, or we're going to have to head to a rehost after.
Right.
But in the meantime, St. Clair with the advantage of the players. 2 down for Michigan State, 1 down for St. Clair. As Rapid with full control of the garage as well. Pushing in balcony, clearing all the ADSs. Joestar taking out Imagine though on the Mira. William going to be pushing in, clearing anybody off of metal. But this is a dangerous spot as the player pushed out of stockroom and C4'd him from above. Diffuser is down on the balcony. Rapid finds a pick onto Polybob. 2v3 as Santo and Joestar are working alongside this, but Rapid looking to pull that player out. Another Nitrocell is picked, and it's going to take out William as well. So finishing the job onto William. Diffuser not being dropped. 44 seconds left. Santo's the last one standing, as he's going to sit back in cash room and wait for Rapid to pick up. He's holding a nice tight angle, but that's when the Capital comes out.
Sick.
Now Santo has to get aggressive. Diffuser's going to be planted, and who else is there other than Rapid to finish up for round 1? St. Clair taking the advantage.
This was amazing. You smoke off the 2 entrances that this Cade could be coming from. You pick one and just hope that it ends up happening. As well, the rehost does not go through.
Wait.
Mid-round.
Did they connect?
I don't know. It did.
They did connect? Okay, so
There we
they
go.
did connect.
So to continue that point, that was just so nice. The 2 Capital arrows go off. Agent Tour has definitely been practicing this operator. As you saw all of the coordination come out for St. Clair, that was just beautiful.
Was that a triple kill for Rapid?
I think, yeah.
I think it was a triple
was
kill
so
for Rapid.
nice.
It was a
It was
triple
so
kill
nice.
for Rapid. Playing that excellently. Along with Imagine working alongside Impact to get that opening kill onto Fry Queen. Fry Queen going to move over to the dock this time. So they head back to CCTV room, head back to the cash room. They want to hold this for a second time in a row. Maybe it'll be a different outcome. But this time, Rapid wants to play Twitch instead, and Ella wants to play Vigil.
The main thing that caught off the Mira initially was the drone inside of Lounge. It was able to see her underneath, playing that bottom-up game. The thing is that the St. Clair Saints have not been playing too aggressive in these past couple of weeks, and now you're finally starting to see it. You saw Rapid jump over the barricade inside of Garage, go down into there, get the pick, and then just start going ham on that second floor. So we got to see more aggression like that on the Twitch with the F2. You can definitely do that as well. Thatcher is also going to be coming out. Imagine playing the Ash like we ended up seeing in the last round. Didn't really work out for him too much, but he still grabbed the W at the end of the day.
You know, one thing that I want to touch on that Michigan State did good that St. Clair has to watch out for are the Nitro Cells.
Yep.
Both Nitro Cells were used by Michigan State, and they both got value onto the same player, William. So they caught William over on the balcony dropping the diffuser. He got revived, but he went to go plant the diffuser, and it was Santo who was sitting as the Cade underneath him, using his Nitro Cell to take out that player. But now St. Clair, action phase underway. Imagine to be on the Ash once again, looking to take control of stock room. And I think he actually might have got sights. No, he doesn't have sights on that player sitting inside bar, but he's going to be clearing out, and he does find a player watching stockroom. That's the Jaeger, so he's going to push in, get some shots off, take Santo just above 50% health. But William now over on there, working alongside the Thatcher to open this up. Thatcher's going to EMP the wall. Exothermic charge is going underway. Will the Cade deny it, though? No, it doesn't. So exothermic charge going to go off and open up the balcony without any contention just yet. But once again, last time, William had this nice pick onto the player inside garage. Will he commit again to the angle? No, he won't. He's going to push over and watch for that mirror wall. Throws one flash grenade. Unfortunate bounce away. Throws a second. Throws his third. Why not? And that player should be completely blind, but now it's going to be the Capital. But they are not aware of that player in garage. Once again, St. Clair cannot do that. They can't go without clearing that area. And Fry Queen with a free kill onto William. Diffuser dropped inside bomb site. Imagine also going down. And that's just flipped on its head. Michigan State with control of this game.
Now, the thing that they have to watch out for, Michigan State, in the matter, is that they have to watch out for over-aggression, overconfidence as well, because even though it is a 5v3, we still have Rapid, we still have Impact and Agent still on the board here. They know exactly where a lot of these members are, as Rapid does see one inside of Garage. Don't think they actually see the Twitch drone, but we know that these players are very, very aggressive. Agent Tour, does he want to try and predict any sort of these shots? Because you do see the head of the enemy player. He wants to try and shoot through this wall if he really wants to, but they're taking it very slowly, only having 57 seconds left here in this round. It could be very fast, or it could be a slow, progressive one. We see Rapid trying to take over R here, but also Agent. He's going to lay down the fire initially and not grab the player inside of Garage once again, playing a very weird game for himself. Impact does get shot out a little bit as well. Impact does grab the kill, though. Headshot going to be coming through as well. Rapid on full HP still. Going to be holding this angle over by West entrance. Does he want to enter in at any point? No, he does not, as Ella ends up grabbing a double kill for herself. Now, Impact versus the World. Is he able to finish off this round in style?
I don't think I've ever been like verbally confused on a round on why somebody did something.
I've never heard that from you, I'm gonna be honest.
But like they droned out, like a player went down on the bomb site, they droned out Fry Queen, and yet Agent still pushes in without like even paying attention to that player. So for a little bit of confusion from myself on why they even did that, and St. Clair with a little bit of miscommunication, not working together in that round, and they end up dropping 1-1 in this matchup. This time, I expect them to change up a couple things, but the Thatcher Thermite did work out well over on that balcony, so I expect them to stick with this combo. This time, they're heading to the Church Arsenal room.
Yeah.
So I do want to see them take a little bit more control of Boiler. If they're gonna I expect them to take control towards the church through a secret.
Mm. There's a lot of different angles that you can take. You were talking about a couple yourself, of course. Secret into blue is a massive option. You do have the basement hallway as another one as well. Memorial, definitely one you got to be watching out for. You're talking about kitchen, and this is something that Rapid loves to play on this map. Usually likes to play the Habana, and he is going to be pulling that out as well. I didn't actually see the operator picks as I was just focused on what you were saying, but he's been practicing this strat constantly. He gets into kitchen. He ends up using, not the Thatcher, to help him, but he definitely uses the Sophia to help him. But since Thatcher is going to be unbanned, we do get to see this hold come through, as Valkyrie is going to be able to just patch this one up. Of course, the Cage charge is going to go up any sort of second now, but enough analysis, or maybe a little bit more, as they're actually playing a Pulse, so that could change up the round completely as well.
Yeah, and the Pulse, countless times we've seen Pulse come in handy holding that kitchen bomb site. So I wonder if the Pulse, Michigan State's been pretty on point with their C4s. Maybe they'll get some more C4 kills from below into that kitchen. But imagine, it's been working the stock room pretty well. Instead, it's going to rappel onto the fences, shoot through the hallway. So watch for any rotations from above or through bar. Make sure that nobody catches off St. Clair. Surprisingly, but St. Clair has to be aware of anything. There's a player going to be inside dirt for Michigan State, and a player over in Boiler for them as well. So a little bit of roaming, but not too far. I don't think anybody on Michigan State is on the third floor either, or the second floor.
Oh, no way. So they end up using the Thatcher into the X-Kairos, but it did not work out for them. So they ended up using one EMP, but can they get this one off? Because the last one didn't go off. So they just have to time these correctly. Let's see if they can get this one off. No? Yes, they do, actually.
This is weird.
Yeah. Initially, it didn't go off, and we weren't able to see why it didn't go off, but it's still fine. It's all good. But they eventually get this one open over by kitchen, and this is usually when Rapid will try and scout out this area. We also see a couple of other members come out from St. Clair, going to be roaming. In particular, we do have Impact. Impact has usually not been that solo player, but he is going to be here in this round, as we also see a couple of members going to be pushing through dirt. Can he find any sort of kill? As there is the Pauls looking through the wall, and he gets an initial kill. William going to be trading this one out as they look over towards Arsenal room as well. Joestar onto Imagine. definitely something you did not expect.
Doesn't even need the cardiac sensor to land those C4s. Joestar on point with the Nitro Cell. And Polybop going to be holding this angle onto dirt, sitting underneath the shelves of Arsenal.
They know he's here.
But they did drone him out, so they do know he's sitting there. Rapid going to find a pick onto Ella, tying the player advantage up 2 or 3 on 3. He has to be aware. I don't want them to push in. So Williams going to drop the diffuser. Rapid's going to pick it up, and Williams going to open up with the first pick onto there. So he's going to push in. Doesn't pay attention to the Cade. Rapid going to look for the trade, but not picking anything up. Michigan State pulling ahead 2-1.
That was just a sweep and a very fast end of the round. I did not expect that whatsoever. But you had the communication available for yourselves. They knew that there was a player in the corner of Arsenal, but they weren't able to pick him up. And that was the main problem there, is that they weren't able to take out the Cade. They had the kitchen entrance knocked out for themselves, but they only used it for a drone. I don't know if that's usually what you do, and then rotate into dirt. But the one thing that was great is that Rapid grabbed the kill and into Blue Room. Right, and that was really good. But they couldn't follow that up with anything.
Yeah, and ultimately, St. Clair going down 2-1 now. They have to focus on how to get this gym bedroom in their favor. They can't go down by 3 like they did last time. They don't want to be too demoralized into this. But Rapid switching over to Zofia. I like that pick because Zofia can take control of the gym window. Use her soft breach to get rid of any castle barricade if they're running castle. They are going to be running castle, and ultimately will be able to deny any electrification onto that the balcony. So very good to see the Zofia come out on Rapid. I know he's been playing that operator quite a bit. We're also going to have impact using the Thatcher EMPs as well. So a lot of denial for St. Clair on this attack. But for Michigan State, they're going to be using the Mira again, and Volleyball taking a little bit of damage off an impact grenade.
The one thing I've been playing a whole lot in ranked as well on this site, it was the castle, and it's just so good for so many of these windows. Just because, you know, you can. Not a whole lot of enemy teams are going to be having breach charges available for themselves as well. They don't really want to be using a hard breach on a castle barricade, so it's so good that you run the Ash and you run the Sophia in order just to not waste any of the exothermic charges. So we got to be watching out for all these different little possibilities as we start this round. Round number 4, 1-2. Like you were saying earlier, is that St. Clair does not want to go down 3-1 because that is very, very just disheartening for yourself.
Especially early in this game after losing map 1. You don't want to go down any more than you have to. And the Bandit is going to be playing close to the balcony. 2 Bandit trick, but I don't know if he's going to be ready for the aggression that St. Clair's been setting up for. He does get rid of his Bandit. Exothermic charge is going to go up. Timing this properly with the EMP is going to deny the exothermic charge, so 1 used for St. Clair. And he's going to drop it once again. He's going to expect St. Clair to back off for a second, so he doesn't want to just hold it up just in case he has to back on off. But now it's going to be Rapid. Using a concussion grenade to kind of clear out any of that, but he uses an impact grenade, gets rid of the castle barricade, has some sights onto the hallway. Bandit's still going to be playing behind the barricade, but he has to be aware. Rapid has to be aware of that player. It's going to be Ella. Did go down to Imagine, who is watching over him from above, and there we go. Bandit knocked off of that, gets rid of the Bandit charge, as well as they're going to use a fire arrow. So complete denial from St. Clair to open up that balcony. Ella did get revived, too. Over in CCTV room, Imagine going to be playing that where we used to see Rapid play that. So Imagine has to be aware of this mirror window because that is intensely aggressive CCTV room Mira.
The one thing that Rapid's kind of kicking himself in the foot for is that he ended up using a concussion mine over towards the wall itself, and there was the Bandit placing down the charge. But we do see Fry Queen take out William. Rapid as well. Imagine grabbing the second kill here for St. Clair. Fry still holding inside a bathroom. There's one more player on the outside here. Fry Queen just peeks her head out and is able to grab a double kill for herself onto main stairs as well into logistics. There's one player, Imagine, grabbing a double kill for himself. 2v1 scenario. Joestar ends up grabbing 1 kill onto Imagine. Now, grabbing the headshot going into logistics. Office. 1v1 going to be going down. Impact ends up planting down the diffuser. Not going to be going off just yet, as he just wanted to try and stir up the pot. Mira versus a half-health Thatcher. A and B sites still available for themselves. So they're just waiting, just trying to slowly take this site. 20 seconds has now hit the clock. I don't know why Impact hasn't placed it down just yet. As now he's waiting, he's looking for the flank, and he ended up getting behind him. I didn't expect that whatsoever, but Impact was going for the flank. Says Caster, be quiet. As now Saints Gaming end up taking round number 2.
I didn't even realize he was flanking either. But he got around and he worked that perfectly. I saw the drone did get sights onto the player Joestar, but I expected them to get sights on and plant the diffuser instantly because he was so far from the bomb site. But we didn't see the angle that Impact was sitting at, and he ended up getting behind him. Perfect kills from himself, and that mirror window over onto the balcony was so nice. When I used to main Mira. And when I'd play that, I used to play just like that. You line up the shot, peek in. It's such an overpowered thing to do, especially when you have a 3-speed like Jaeger holding that position because you get in and out so quickly. But St. Clair gonna be bringing it back 2-2, as we didn't want them to go down 3-1 in this, but so they didn't let that happen. We're heading back to CCTV room and cash room in round 5.
Michigan State ended up taking this here in round number 1, ended up going into basement and taking that site as well. Their only other option at that point was to go into gym bedroom. And then they ended up getting 2-0 sweet even after that. That might have been off a little bit, but it's okay. As now we're heading into round number 5. 2-2 is what we definitely know, as all of these different barricades are going to be going down inside of Garage as well. The mirror wall going to be getting set up. Joestar is actually going to be playing the Mira now. We get to see a switch come through. So we get to see a different Mira play.
Like you were touching on the history of these rounds once again. St. Clair 1-1 on CCTV room.
Right. My bad.
But what?
Attackers are moving. Locate a bomb.
I tried to analyze it, and you're just like, no, that's not how it went.
Oh. I mean, like, they went 1-1. You know, they did end up losing on CCTV room, so you touched on that one indeed. But they ended up winning on CCTV room as well.
Right.
So St. Clair trying to look for the advantage on this round in round 5, but ultimately not going to be taking it with ease, as they do have a history of losing out on it too.
Definitely. But now we see all of the different angles that St. Clair want to take. Usually we do see Rapid over by Garage or by Kitchen. Now he's just going to be playing that top-down view over here as we look inside of Garage. There is actually one player, the Capitao agent. Actually ended up seeing him behind the balcony itself. Or at least I ended up seeing it. I don't know if he ended up seeing it himself, but
I think he did.
Yeah, K-Charge also going to be going off over towards CCTV. They do get the wall open, though. Ooh, almost had shot going through.
Fry Queen had open season sitting in Garage last time. This time, St. Clair has to isolate this duck inside the Garage and take him out fast. Rapid gonna be working alongside Imagine downstairs, and he's actually gonna be flanked by a player in Billiards. Fry Queen also getting a pick onto William as well from Garage, so Imagine and Impact, the 2 players, gonna have to help out Rapid a little bit. Take out that player in bar. Imagine gonna be looking for this 1-on-1, 2v1. Imagine has 2 players pressuring him inside stockroom, and with the hip fire, he's gonna find Ella. How do you land that if you're Imagine? But you better feel good. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Rapid has not been fully down out of this round. Agent Tour is gonna go and revive him. In fact, and I think Fry Queen has also got off the pedestal of Garage to rotate around to pressure Rapid, Imagine, and Impact as well. Nope, Fry Queen went back up into Garage, to that hidey hole. But Santo on the Jaeger in the basement, rotating around Secret to get some more information. One thing to watch out for is the drones of St. Clair, though. They do get the information on Santo, and he backs on off right away. Agent 2 are going to take out Fry Queen inside Garage. Advantage to St. Clair. Imagine going be trying to get some top-down views. Polybob trading it out to a 3v3. Santos still being annoying in the basement too, so they have to be aware of that. But Agent Tour rotating around in Garage and could possibly get some good timing on this Cade.
No one really knows that he's here. There is one player actually watching Garage, but they have no idea if he ended up rotating just yet. Santo now going for the flank, ends up grabbing a kill onto Imagine. Now 3v2 scenario, more shots onto Rapid as Agent ends up going down. Zofia is able to pick herself back up. Impact now in a 1v3 scenario, not going to be able to do it inside of stockroom. Ends up going down. Santo grabs that last kill.
And St. Clair making the record on CCTV room right now, 1-2. not looking good on that push. They got totally confused on Santo rotating around, totally distracted. And like, I think it was William who went down with the diffuser on balcony right away to Fry Queen. So that's something to touch on too, is the repeat of the player in garage getting way too much value of that positioning.
Yeah, we got to watch out for Doc playing garage, whoever ends up playing Doc. But they are going to be going down into basement, so I don't think that situation is going to matter unless they do want to roam. Polybob hasn't picked his pick just yet, but there's just so many things that Michigan is doing right. The Frost going to be coming out here in basement. You can place a Frost trap.
6 pick, come on. Don't troll us.
Yeah. I think it was an auto pick, honestly.
Don't troll us.
Mira.
Polybob goes over to the Mira for this church arsenal room, but
analyze it.
Rook is going to be picked up by Ella, and that means I think Rook's going to go for a spawn peek on 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Or on the top floor.
The one thing I always forget to do is pick up my my Rook
Sweater?
Yeah,
Your merch?
because like you have other things that you need to do in the prep phase, and like
honestly, I think the Rook ability is so useless.
that's what I think as well.
It's so useless because you're guaranteed a down but not out, and if you're playing, you have to play really passively if you're gonna have that add value.
Yep.
Because usually when you get down but not out, you still end up going down.
So do they pick the Rook for the weapon then? Is the big question.
That's why I expect Ella to go for the spawn peek on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
So that's usually what we see because the MP5 can run the ACOG for the Rook and the Doc. Ella gonna be putting down a hatch on the 2nd floor kitchen and making a way up top. Making a way up top.
Yeah.
Walking fast, as fast as Rook can.
What?
I said too many din-and-is.
Yeah, no, you want maybe one too many. But transitioning out of that little solo concert, you guys got that for free.
Cringe.
You didn't have to pay for. That's not cringe, man. Come on, when you make a joke, you gotta stand by it.
I cringed myself.
You
don't have to
cringed yourself?
do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to be cringed if you're on the viewer's side, because I did it to myself.
True. All right, we're heading into round number 6. As all of the prep phase has gone down, we get to see all the breach charges go out. 2 minutes hits the clock now. Impact going to be going that top-down view as well. The rest of St. Clair just going to be taking this pretty slowly. So now we see Imagine as well going to be blowing open the construction. There is a player hiding inside of Cash, though. Is he going to be able to even spot him out?
But there's also a player to his right.
No.
He's going to catch him off on the road. What happened there? You cannot let that happen if you're Imagine, but Ella totally destroying him. And taking it to a 4-on-4 is Rapid with the refrag. And there's still a player sitting inside CTV Cash room on the rotation, so they have to be aware of that. They haven't cleared out the 2nd floor or the top floor just yet. And that player is now rotating around construction, so he's on the flank.
There's usually one member of St. Clair that ends up rushing through dirt. Right now it's going to be William as Santo, as well as Joestar. Just going to be defending here. I believe Bandit was actually roaming on the top floor, but Joestar just going to be holding Arsenal room just very, very calmly. Maybe wanting to try and get open one of these hatches here. Agent Tour actually ends up grabbing a kill onto Fly Queen. Also, hatch is going to be exploded. Why exactly do you need a K charge if you're just going to blow it up from the side? And that's a new strat that I saw today. But now we see the rest of Michigan State still playing very passive. St. Clair still looking for their main picks as they end up getting one. William onto Joestar now in a 4v2 scenario. Usually this is in the hands of St. Clair. However, we do see Santo here on the top floor going in a 1v1 with Impact. Only takes down Impact to very low HP, but just to 75 as I speak a little bit too soon. Mira ends up going down. William grabbing himself a double kill. Diffuser is going to be planted. Santo also running outside just to rotate over here onto central stairs or into kitchen. If he does want to try and take this angle, there is going to be one player inside the kitchen as he tries to hold this angle. Yes, he is going to be able to get the kill at the end of the day. William grabbing himself a triple kill, ends up taking the round.
And after that pick from Imagine happens, it was crazy to see St. Clair crack down on Michigan State. I was really gonna touch on Fry Queen sitting inside of dirt, making sure the pulse is being very aggressive, but she did that last time. Also, in the last time they were holding the basement church room, but St. Clair was ready for it this time, and ultimately tying it up 3-3 before they switch sides is a really good thing to see on Clubhouse.
3-3 is amazing. If you're playing a team that you usually don't, or you're the underdogs in this scenario, then going 3-3 at the half is so good for you, because now you just switch sides and you allow yourself to play the angle that you usually love to play. Asian Tour is actually going to be picking up the smoke here, which is a little bit interesting. Rapid going to be playing the Jaeger, so a little bit more of a defensive hold coming through for Rapid. Of course, the smoke is very defensive, but hey, your favorite operator, Mute, potentially coming out. But he's just
I didn't say my favorite operator. I said I really like Mute.
Yeah, well, he's your favorite operator. Sorry, Colin.
Okay. Okay. That's my favorite operator now, guys. Just so you know.
It's Vigil, isn't it?
Mute. Actually, no. I've said so many times what my favorite operator is.
No, you say, oh my god, it's Vigil. Or you'll say, oh my goodness, it's Mute.
Caviera is my favorite operator.
That's a stupid operator.
Thanks, Daniel. Hopping into round 7, though. 3-3 on both sides. We're gonna see St. Clair cracking their shot onto this CCTV room, cash room, and I'm curious to see how Rapid plays this garage, because usually it's Imagine that's holding garage down, or even Agent Tour.
It's just a dock. You know, usually a dock. Yeah.
Yeah, usually the dock holds down there.
Right, and if they do end up putting, okay, we spoke a little bit too soon, Castle Chris, but. Yeah, just going to be opening up one of these hatches just to get a little bit of an extra perspective for themselves. Also, we see the Jackal coming out as well. We ended up seeing that on Cafe work wonders for Michigan State. So they want to try and pull that out once again. See how it ends up working out.
One thing that Michigan State did when they were running the Jackals, they isolated the one player on the bomb site. Unfortunately, St. Clair had too many players off site, so it really worked in Michigan State's favor for that. And this time, Michigan State is going to have to find some extra feet, because I think St. Clair did rotate through the basement to kind of block off some areas, but so he might be able to catch some feet inside a stock room. But it looks like Michigan State is going to start with garage and open up that way, because they use a thermite charge for garage, and it's something I actually don't think I've ever seen.
Me neither. Not the thermite, the Thatcher, I think you were saying. You meant?
I meant the thermite using a thermite charge on the garage. Usually he goes over to the balcony.
Oh, okay. The one thing that I was curious about is if they were going to use the Thatcher. So I get confused between the two operator names, so I don't know if you did. But it's all good. You know operators, I don't. But anyways, we jump back into this round. And yeah, definitely to support your point. Usually you see the thermite on the eastern balcony, but heading inside of garage. Maybe he wants to make the rotation, like a late rotation from garage into eastern balcony and then open up CCTV. But that's definitely a possibility. But we do see Thatcher, or at least Thatcher's drone, going to be scouting out a couple of members here. IQ as well, just trying to catch anybody on their devices. Not going to find anyone just yet. One player actually sitting underneath Harry Potter, looking up. Maybe if he wants to try and catch anyone out. I learned that from Hyper, actually. Hyper Talk.
Now we see Rapid very, very low in health. He's going to be sitting up top. Imagine going to peek out, find one, but get traded out. Two go down for St. Clair. Impact as well alongside Imagine, but we see a nice little trade. Santo going to be down, but not out from the player inside of the bomb site. He's not going to be picked up just yet. Misses out on an ADS. There's another one he doesn't see. So both of the times he sees them going down, mute charges getting destroyed. Rapid still very low on health. It has to be very careful of the way he plays this. William on the castle. Has an impact grenade left. He's going to use it. Doesn't connect with anything on that. Fry Queen going to take out Rapid. So 3v1 after Agent Tour getting taken down. He's going to look for this player in the rotate hole, but Michigan State disrupting St. Clair on that CCTV hold and picking him apart.
He had the prediction available for himself, but it's just never fun when you I don't want to call it a no scope. What do you call that? When hit fire. Yeah, this is never a fun scenario to run into. But Michigan State just looked like they were just solid on defense. It never looked like St. Clair were in the lead there, at least on that round. So they have to change up their defending strats, because I don't know, the only thing that really succeeded there was the dock
with one pick.
Yeah.
Then getting instantly traded.
Yeah.
And
They went 2 for 1.
The Thermite Santo actually also got downed, not finished off, but downed over inside garage too. So St. Clair brought it to a 3v3, and Michigan State just after that they got control of the bomb site. Impact grenade not connecting for William,
Attackers need
not
to
doing
locate and defuse
any
as many
disruption.
bombs as they can.
And they're gonna head back to CCTV room now for round 8. And they're looking to tie it up 4-4. St. Clair now is 1-3 on CCTV room.
Definitely a weird hold coming through from St. Clair. They usually try a bomb location twice, sometimes 3. If they lose the 3rd time, then they definitely switch off. But they did it over on Cafe. They're going to try it again here on CCTV Cache. But this is usually the bomb site that's the most hold, right? It's the one that you're supposed to be the most comfortable on, and it's also supposed to be the most free, almost. But the only problem with holding a defense spot so many times is that the attacking team also knows how to attack it and how to get in and how to just take over.
You know, a lot of the time it comes down to VOD reviews too. So
That's true.
St. Clair, you know, the more they play this bomb site and the more they win on this bomb site, the more teams are going to have an idea of how they play it. So now we see Michigan State setting up for this push inside stock room to kind of clear out St. Clair on this side. Picks up some information on Rapid, who's rotating in stock room. Is he going to be ready for this?
way.
He is. He's going to take Rapid down to just above 25% damage health. Imagine also taking some damage too, but he's going to heal himself up inside garage. He's going to peek Imagine. Imagine not ready to stim him up with a stim pistol, but there we see Michigan State now. Polybob, he's going to be inside the stock room, putting some more pressure on St. Clair. Not ready for Rapid to be above him. I think he's still making sure if Rapid's going to rotate around. Rapid did get out of there.
You see that now CCTV does get opened up. There is, of course, the dock that is sitting on the garage balcony. I'll wait for that to all come out as a couple of shots go towards the cache wall. I'm not going to grab anything just yet, because there's one player on eastern stairs. There's one actually inside of cache as well. We just got to watch to see if any of these members of Michigan State want to try and aggress, because they're all playing very, very defensive. Of course, they do have the time still. 1 minute 30 is usually what we see. Right when 30 seconds hits, that's when all hell breaks loose. But until then, we do see Imagine actually being taken very low. Pauly going to grab 1 kill onto Impact. My bad. Names are similar. But Pauly looking into cash, grabs 1 more, has the prediction available. Triple kill going to be coming through as he grabs the quad for himself. Pauly runs into... runs defensively. Santo grabs the last kill there.
What just happened for St. Clair? They had a lot of like positioning down on the bomb site. They were anchoring, but Polybob just picked him apart, predicting every single side that they'd be at, and timing was in his favor, and St. Clair was not ready for Polybob to just pop off like that. He's up to 11 kills on the leaderboard, but St. Clair looking rough on that CCTV room hold. So now they're going to head to Church and Arsenal room.
This is usually the spot where they have a little bit more communication as well as synergy in terms of holding a bomb site. The only problem here is that Impact ended up just not knowing what operator to pick, went to the pulse, went over to the mute, and now is going back over to the pulse. So miscommunication, maybe. I don't know who ended up calling that one, but it's still good. Right, when you're playing on basement, getting the pulse for yourself, having that cardiac sensor is so good.
Maybe he just wants to do what a lot of players like to do and just troll the casters.
What's that?
Switching 6 picks so
Yeah.
many times.
When you analyze, and then all of a sudden they're like,
6 pick, and then you analyze that 6 pick, and they 6 pick again.
yeah. It's like, oh, that could actually be really good. No,
Oh,
going
no.
back. Sorry. Can you tell that we're salty?
No,
No.
not one bit.
No.
Now, Imagine with 12 seconds left in the prep phase, it's going to be very aggressive inside dirt. Don't expect him to stay here too long. Agent Tour, he's been setting up here a lot, and this is an insane angle that I love to see. I learned that a couple weeks ago, but if you break everything on that shelf, it's an insane head glitch to hold, because it's crazy. It's hard to hit your head or just shoot you through a shelf.
I want to see if the Maestro actually ends up going back to that location just to hold it, or if he ends up holding the other room that he was in. He ended up placing down a Maestro cam.
We're at the jukebox.
That's it.
I don't know what that room's called, but I know the jukebox is there.
I think it's church. Pretty sure it's church. Either that or memorial. Take a coin flip.
I think it's Memorial.
Sure.
But now we see.
Sorry. Just awkward silence on purpose.
Okay, we're good now.
yeah, there you go.
Now we see St. Clair on the defense attack phase is going away for Michigan State. Jackal getting really aggressive, does have sights on one player for St. Clair as he scans some feet, and that is going to be just behind that wall. They have to be so careful. The Jackal is ready for this peek, but it has run out. Impact on the pulse is going to be safe for...
No.
What?
Impact on the pulse is going to be no.
Impact on the pulse is going to be picked off from above. That's the IQ Polybob. Going to be not even contested. So St. Clair going down to a disadvantage. 4 on 5. Ella is getting some more toes. Cade is going to be picked up now.
When you said Ella going to be scanning toes, I kind of got confused for a second as they do spot out a player in the corner of a bomb site. They want to try and just shoot through the wall to maybe see if they can get any sort of damage, but they did not realize that there's Rapid in one of the corners. Just going to be stalling this one out as he grabs another, or does not grab the headshot. Actually, Santo going to be grabbing this one. Imagine now pushing down Dirt. Looking inside of Blue to see if he can grab anybody, but Paulie goes back on his killing spree to double kill. Going to be going for them. William ends up getting picked off very early on in this round. 5-3 once again. Michigan State are looking for match point as they end up picking off Imagine now. Agent in a 1v4 scenario. It's looking very slim as he ends up going down. Attackers. It's going to be Michigan State win round number 9.
Honestly, Michigan State looks like they were ready for this. Looks like it looks like Michigan State has studied St. Clair to the point, and they're gonna be taking it to map point now, right? Yeah, match point, and this is potential match point for the night as well.
We saw on Cafe Agent was on the top of the leaderboards. It looked so spread out. On this map, it just looks like St. Clair just don't really know what they're doing. I'm gonna be honest.
It looks like St. Clair's really struggling to keep up with the pace of Michigan State, but Polybob 14-4, absolutely slaying it out on his team. So we're actually going to see them head to Church and Arsenal Room one more time. Imagine is picking the alibi for Raid now, but I don't want to trust that he's going to stick on it. He might.
Start analyzing it?
Yeah, okay, so Alibi is going to be picked up, and I really actually like Alibi if they're going to be playing basement because the Prisma is just, it's so good for if Michigan State's aggression, it could catch them off. You know, they shoot the Prisma, their identity is seen, and it actually makes it through. In fact, so I got to analyze that, and it didn't get 6-picked, Daniel.
There you go.
Dokubi also coming out. You gave me a thumbs up on that one.
Yeah, because Dokubi.
I know you like
Warden and Dokubi. That's it.
It's what you want to see.
Yep. The Dokubi is just so good because of all of the calling that she can do, as well as all the information that she can take on attack.
You know, Dokubi called me the other day.
What'd she say?
Told me, Daniel, tell your co-caster.
He's cute.
No, she called me and she said, tell your co-caster Daniel to stop hitting me up.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I gotta go for my shot. Gotta slide into the DMs, and I guess it didn't work. So but
then I just like pressed the button on my phone to hang up.
Stop.
Stop calling me Dokubi.
Yeah.
That's how it feels all the time. Every time she calls me, I'm just like. Sometimes I don't even hang up. I just like let it ring, even though it gives up my positioning.
In your bedroom?
No, I'm talking about in game.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about in real life.
Even though it gives off my positioning in game, you know, I play at the low enough elo that most players aren't ready. They don't listen for that stuff.
Dude, they have one earphone off.
Yeah, but Boss G, ACOG, Boss G ACOG on the Dokubi as well as the SMG-12. So Ella's looking for some heads.
Definitely looking over by Secret as well. Looking over towards Bar just to take out that initial camera. But she's looking for her own position, looking for her logic bomb just to see when exactly it's appropriate as Paulie ends up taking someone out very early on. He ran down. Oh my goodness!
This is the aggression from Michigan State that St. Clair is just getting punished by. William in Impact now down, and it's a 3v5 for St. Clair to continue their reign in this matchup. Imagine on the alibi is going to be moving over. Dokkaebi using her logic bomb to call the cell phones of St. Clair. Agent has to be careful of these players pushing down because there will be a player pushing through the
Attackers have located a
staircase
bomb.
as well. So I think they're going to be taking care of Memorial Room. Imagine going down to a player inside blue. Pauly with a triple kill inside the round now, having an absolute tear against St. Clair, but Rapid looking for the feet of that player. Pauly super weak. Ella weak as well. Agent 2 are going to be working inside this Arsenal room, looking for some players from below, not connected with any damage. He has to be careful. His phone is going off. Rapid finding a kill onto Ella. First pick for St. Clair, 2v4. And he puts his gas grenade down, but wrong area. Michigan State sweeping away St. Clair in this game. And St. Clair just looked uncomfortable that whole time.
And that's it. CR6 week 3. We know who the winners are. Michigan State end up winning this 2-0. And like you just said, they did not look good on this map whatsoever. Rapid being the top fragger at the end of the day, 9-6 is what he ended up finishing on. So he definitely had a game for himself. But look at Pauly, 18-4 on this player.
There's two things that you can touch on for St. Clair in that matchup. It's the fact that they weren't holding anything aggressive. They let Michigan State walk all over them.
Yeah.
Especially Pauly Bob. He got in there and he felt like, hey, I'm gonna just walk in there, get a couple kills, you know.
Yeah.
No doubt. You know, he's just gonna walk in there. He picked up 2 kills, he picked up 3 kills, he had a quad kill one round. And St. Clair they weren't learning.
Yeah.
There was the round that it was the dock holding inside garage, and St. Clair had a player picked off from that dock. They droned off the dock, and Agent Tour ran in there, totally forgot the dock was there, and got picked off. So St. Clair just they weren't learning from their mistakes in that round.
Yeah, there was a couple of times where even we had to be verbal about it. We were just, what's going on? We have no idea what's happening with this St. Clair squad. We were saying it every single round, even the rounds that they ended up winning. They looked really good, honestly. Like right when they had the potential on Cafe, they looked so good on Cafe.
There's here and there's here for St. Clair. They're just missing the filling in between. They either got their highs and their lows, and they're not, and they're so sporadic. They're either good or they're either hot or they're cold.
Yeah,
that's how it is for St. Clair right now.
Definitely does not look like a team that we end up hyping up, honestly, right now. But there is still potential. We see this. We say this every single time, and we still obviously believe in our boys. Right? We gotta believe in the boys, because there's just so much that they can actually do in order to improve. And honestly, there was so much progression from Tuesday's match till now. Even though they looked a little bit scattered, on Tuesday they looked even more scattered. So it's becoming less, right? But we just have to wait and see what this squad is able to do as the season goes on.
St. Clair ultimately going down 2-0 in the CR6 tonight to Michigan State University. Border battle not going in our favor. The lads across the river beating us tonight. But St. Clair, they had their high moments. They had their times to shine. Michigan State, better team tonight. Get them next time.
That's it.
But from us, myself, Colin Seymour Moore, my caster, Daniel Sabes-Ormena right next to me, we want to just thank you all for coming out. Hope you have a great night, everyone.